Fahrenheit 451 takes place in a strange future where books are set to burn and people are glued to their screens. The two adaptations roughly follow the same storyline, where Guy Montag realizes how backwards his society has become and tries desperately to make a change. The main alterations lie in their themes. The movie basically followed the original in less detail. While it doesn't add much to the story, it definitely does some things right, like the directing. Truffaut made their film puzzling and the characters fiddly, robotic, and lifeless. He also well portrays how mindless technology has made us.
There's still a problem about the rooms, Charles.
Well, what rooms are left? There's the pink room. We could always put Lillian in the pink room.
And we could put Susan in the green room.
Yes, but...
Where can we put Monica, you mean?
Yes. What can we do with Monica? Do you have the answer, Linda?
In the blue room?
Linda, you're right.
She's right.
Linda, you're absolutely fantastic!
The film also emphasizes on the topic of nature versus nurture, and while overused, Truffaut handles the subject very well. For example, Christie played both the role of Clarisse and Linda, named Mildred in the book. They are polar opposite characters, Clarisse lively and smart, Linda dull and short-sighted. This is interesting as it demonstrates how the same person could go through different paths based on their upbringing, which also relates in a bigger scale to how society had the ability of going in either directions. Another example of this is where kids are taught to fear Clarisse because of her difference from everyone else. The movie strays away from the original idea that it's the people's fault that society has turned this way. Instead, it's more about government censorship and oppression. While it's an important topic, not much originality went into there. Remember, the firemen are rarely necessary. The public itself stopped breeding of its own accord. You firemen provide a circus now and then at which buildings are set off and crowds gather for the pretty blaze. But it's a small sideshow indeed, and hardly necessary to keep things in line. This emphasizes often in the book, and it's a very powerful idea. It puts the responsibility on you instead of the usual higher power. Bradbury's novel also well expresses the theme of continuity. He explains how the key to society's progression is the preservation of history, as people are bound to repeat mistakes if they're ignorant. He stresses the fact that humanity must learn to be selfless by showing how horrible a selfish society can be. Finally, I think the book is a must-read, especially nowadays. It's very thought-provoking. And the movie, while its foundation was already solid, it still found ways to be an exciting watch. Apart from the themes, the two interpretations leave you with a different taste. The movie ends with the feeling of hope, while the book leaves you in guilt and desperations. Both visions definitely achieve their goals, and while they approach it differently, I definitely feel like I need to make a change in my life.